Florida pulls $2 billion worth of investments from BlackRock over ESG investment after DeSantis resolution. See, this is why he gets support, because regardless of his other flaws and associations with the establishment, he's one of the few trad cucks that has the balls to actually fight back against wokeness. And he doesn't immediately back down. Florida Chief Financial Officer Jimmy Patronis announced on Thursday that the state's government will divest $2 billion in investments under the management by financial services company BlackRock due to the organization's strengthening of ESG standards. Whether stakeholder capitalism or ESG standards are being pushed by BlackRock for ideological reasons or to develop social credit ratings, the effect is to avoid dealing with the messiness of democracy, wrote Patronis in a statement. Yeah, and this it's very fucking important. If we don't starve these corporations now, they will eventually own all of the whole economy, and we won't be able to stand up to them anymore. I think it's undemocratic of a major asset manager to use their powers to influence social outcomes. Yeah, they should be legally required to remain neutral. The Florida Governor Ron DeSantis in August pushed through a resolution calling for the state to stop investing with ESG due to their ideological agenda. Yeah, like Ripa says, stop giving money to people who hate you. It's even worse than hate. A lot of that money is being spent to actively campaign against you and your best interests. If you know that and you still keep giving them money, you deserve what you get. So BlackRock CEO Larry Fink released an open letter in January outlining the company's increasing support for stakeholder capitalism, where the asset manager is able to choose clients in a socially conscious manner. Now, that should have been the red flag where everyone else pulled their money. No, stakeholder capitalism is not about politics. It's not about social ideological agenda. It is not woke, Fink claimed in his letter. Bullshit. Now, maybe stakeholder capitalism as a whole isn't, but the way you are using it is to spread a political, social, ideological agenda. So right now, the woke have all the power and privilege. They control everything. So it's their agenda that's going to be pushed using stakeholder capitalism. So yes, stakeholder capitalism itself is apolitical, but we know damn well you're only going to use it as a tool to spread your politics. So shut the fuck up, man. You know, the billionaire businessman is especially pushing environmental sustainability among its clients, announcing his letter that BlackRock will require companies to set short and medium and long-term targets for greenhouse gas reductions. How about you set targets for private jet usage reductions, dipshit? The Florida State Treasury will fully divest from BlackRock's management by the beginning of current year +1. Nice, according to Patronis. Now, Florida's custody bank is currently freezing $1.43 billion in long-term securities that was managed by BlackRock and shifting management of $600 million in short-term overnight investments associated with the state's Treasury investment pool. The Treasury investment pool oversees the investment Florida's general revenue and trust funds, as well as the funds of the state organization, including universities and government foundations. That's right, man. Yeah. So this, by the way, they take your money against your will and invest it in this woke shit a lot of times. Like if you have a pension from a job, you generally don't get to choose how that pension is invested. They give what's rightly your money to companies that are working against your best interests. Like retirement accounts of other stripes as well. A lot of times you don't have a choice in the matter. It's like being taxed in a way. Like you can't just stop paying taxes unless you want to go to prison. So the government keeps stealing your money and putting it in things that you oppose. Now, you may want to check, though, because, yeah, at least back when I still had a retirement plan when I worked at that defense contractor, I mean, I got to choose what they invested my money in. I had a little bit of control. So you may want to check if you have a retirement account or 401k. I guess it is a retirement account. If you got anything of that nature, check to make sure that you don't get to choose how that money is invested yourself, and definitely make sure you're not putting any money into ESG. The only way we're going to win this is if we starve them. So, as major banking institutions and economists predict a recession in the coming year, and as the Fed increases interest rates to combat inflation crisis, I need partners within the financial service industry who are as committed to the bottom line as we are, said Petronas on Thursday, adding he doesn't trust BlackRock's ability to deliver. Yeah, when your main goal is to spread your ideology instead of to make money, that's a big red flag. Like, nope, you do not want to put your money in a company like that. Hell no. He criticized Fink's use of ESG standards to help police who should and who should not gain access to capital. Using our cash to fund BlackRock's social engineering project isn't something Florida ever signed up for, added the CFO. That's right. That is absolutely right. Now, I wish people would do this with the government in general, too. We need a lot of us, though.